Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer. This is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact, and we're about to do the Itto story quest. Oh my god, look at this little cutscene. The Beetle's fighting.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Was there
Paimon is so adorable. She's so adorable.
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous.
Okay, and this is post discovery about the Tenryou Commission.
After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
That's pretty cool that they think of us in this type of thing, right?
Just another day on the job for us.
Dangerous, you say? Why can't the Tenryou Commission solve on their own? I guess a good question.
Allow me to explain.
Paimon loves it, though.
The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Itto.
An Oni? You mean those big,
So this
guys with horns on their heads?
this is Itto. Is this a character that I've heard about a bit?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind.
So he's pretty rambunctious, but he never causes anyone problems.
So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves. What? But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
So a ruffian is a very fun word for this, I guess.
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to bring this Oni in. No problemo. This does sound like a job for the Traveler. He'll be back with that Oni in no time.
Yeah, and Paimon knows, we're gonna make a new friend here, I'd say.
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
This is the sweetest thing I'm ever gonna say in my life. I have Paimon.
On second thought, I will leave the fighting to you.
Sure, Paimon, sure.
The last place Paimon wants to be is in a gang fight.
We are still investigating Arataki Itto's potential motives behind these incidents, as well as his current whereabouts. But please ask around in the streets as well.
Okay.
There will likely be others more familiar with Itto's circumstances than I am.
This is gonna be interesting.
Who can provide you with useful information.
In Genshin, to talk to the normal
Thank you.
people, you know?
I will await your return.
Ad Astra Skosk. Yeah, to talk to her, I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. Rise up, Golden Soul. Let's go. I'm actually really interested in meeting another story character here.
Let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Itto guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
Heck yeah. Let's go.
Arataki Itto? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
So there's a...
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does.
Okay.
Big and brash and always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and
So
lose control.
what's happening here is that this happens quite a bit in regular everyday life. Is that a guy is say the example I would give is say this guy who loves to party. He loves to always party. He's always drinking, but he's always been very kind to everyone. He's never done anything illegal or wrong. And then one day he's accused of damaging public property or something, which not I'm trying to think of something that's not that serious, but damaging a lamppost or something. And people go and he gets accused, and they're well, I kind of always suspected, just because he is a loud and rambunctious person and likes to get up to some stuff, Does he have a stable job of any kind is an interesting question.
I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Itto fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
He sounded. I think he's out there. The way you're describing is that he's pretty out there.
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
Let's go. For true. So what we learned there is that like it's like the person's like who's like really into chocolate, who loves chocolate, and then when someone's chocolate bar gets stolen, they blame the person who like and they get accused. They don't have much defense, and no one will defend them because they're like, well, of course, you know. But like that doesn't generally mean that they're like a thief. You know what I mean? I'm guessing we're gonna find something deeper about this. Love to bring back characters who we've already talked to.
Arataki Itto? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryou Commission's end. He could never do anything so dastardly.
Here we go.
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he really as trustworthy as all that?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes.
So I don't want to say I say Nostromo because I never want to accuse someone of not being smart.
Maybe a story will explain it better. So he used to spend a
Oh,
lot of
no.
time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see
Oh,
what I'm
no.
getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
That's pretty sweet though.
On purpose, though.
No, Paimon, I don't think so.
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around.
Oh
and
god, I
yelling,
cannot wait to meet this character.
I finally won! I'm unbeatable! And so on.
His voice actor was like, I'm getting paid today.
Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there
Oh
in front
no.
of him.
Ugh, that's just plain wrong.
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Itto
The fact
a
that he needs to be
scolding.
scolded.
He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened.
So he definitely has like a very like playful spirit that can relate to kids.
In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really going to be capable of these kinds of diabolical deeds?
Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying.
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable. So, I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else.
Yep, 100%.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Yeah, so like this is actually pretty cool. What we're having here is a conversation with two people. One person's like, yeah, he totally did it. The other person's like, no, there's no way he could have done that. And then that also happens with like conversations about people in real life, because like some people know the people better than other people, you know. And here's another character we met before as well. We talked to him when we got here.
Arataki Itto. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers
us.
Guild.
Catherine says that Arataki Itto hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange.
Yeah, that's what's confusing to me.
Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him.
How do you know it wasn't a different Oni?
At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start.
See, there's gonna be so many different perspectives here. Does he have a motive?
Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride.
Yeah. Yeah, but then again, like, I don't know, I'd like to talk to him myself.
As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree.
Okay, bro, then yeah. You bad.
At the time, Arataki Itto put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end, we had to enlist the help of Kujo-Sara.
I understand you're just doing your job, but like that is in the wrong. Like he was 100% right to fight back against you, in my opinion.
The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
Like here's the thing, like here's the way I look at it. If this was the case, right, and he took revenge for the Vision Hunt thing, right? Here's my perspective on this. Like taking people's hopes and dreams away from people. This did a lot of damage to the people of Inazuma. And like to in my opinion, to expect that they wouldn't take revenge is kind of crazy, in my opinion.
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
The motive is valid.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Itto, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Yeah, but like
Thanks for all the info.
Like I don't know,
Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to.
yeah.
We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist.
Like here's my thing.
Paimon remembers that there's a detective
Yes.
agency
Yes.
here
Yeah,
in
Sango.
Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
This place is so beautiful. Look at this. Yeah. Look at this perspective. We never get to see this perspective a lot because we're always heading up. But yeah, like for me, like the Vision Hunt Decree was a very bad thing, and like it would be surprising if like not one person tried to take like even revenge after the Vision Hunt Decree ended. Like, of course. Like, and here's the thing, I'm not saying that he did that, but I'm saying like it would make perfect sense for someone to be bitter about that. It would make perfect sense. At least from my perspective, it would make perfect sense.
Welcome to Bonton Sango Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Itto.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryo Commission. But first, do you have enough Moro to cover the fee? I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much more are we talking
When
about?
Paimon talks, but like she's always like, again, Paimon takes the lead for us, but I love the way she always has that shakiness in her voice, like, how much we talk about? Because maybe not.
A one-off payment of 397,000 Mora up front, plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Itto is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Maybe you go home. How about that? Maybe leave.
Whoa, that's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
I don't even know what to
Hold
say
on.
to that.
I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryo Commission. all you'll need to pay
Good.
is the small commission
Good.
fee. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventurers Guild once we have Itto. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale.
Are we gonna get to see an actual story here? Oh, we are. Cool. Really cool. I love these.
In a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce.
Oh my god.
But was gentle
That's
like
adorable.
the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared
This is so
and threw
sweet.
beans at him whenever he came
No,
near.
don't throw beans at him. You dirtbags.
So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
Oh, wait.
as planned, the
This is
crimson
a
Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land,
Oh.
and people finally accepted
Yeah, but now the
him.
blue Oni.
But when the crimson Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only
Look how
a
sweet.
letter
How could you be mean
behind.
to this sweet little guy?
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni.
So he did all this for him?
Don't worry about me. No matter where
This is
I go,
heartbreaking. Look at this. This is
we'll always be
heartbreaking.
friends.
Look how cute this is.
That's it? What about the little blue Oni? Whatever
Oh yeah, me too, Paimon. Me too. That was a beautiful illustrations, but actually really sweet. By the way, that's an actual story. That's an actual like I feel like it's a story of legend that's been passed down from years to years because I've seen it in so many anime and so many different different stories of the idea of, and it's told different ways in different stories, but it's always like magical the way they do it, how different people take their perspective of it. Like there's some people that say like there's one aspect of the story where like the one of the ogres, say in the other story, the ogres would destroy one of the ogres would destroy another person or whatever, like or they'd be cast out by the village, and then another ogre would come along and then they'd protect that village, but then people would start hating the other guy and then he wouldn't protect him. There's like so many different variations of the story, and it's really cool to see their perspective on this kind of like take on that story too, in my opinion.
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
Oh, Paimon.
What? The blue Oni was just an innocent little kid.
Oh no. Does the story have anything to do with the situation at hand?
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Itto is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in
look
order
at the
to
cat.
finally integrate themselves into
Yep.
human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni
Fair enough,
bloodline.
yeah.
Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Itto has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
I feel like though for me, you could say that about most, like I feel like a very human trait that we've seen throughout the years is that they love fighting, that humans love fighting. So like from my perspective, it's the same thing. Like I understand that there is like a volatile trait in the Oni, but like I'm just like, you can say that about any human as well.
But how could he do that? After the
It's such a
blue
sweet
Oni
story.
sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal.
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would be quite a stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point.
Yeah, I suppose, but like I think that like you know, those people stick with you forever, you know.
Besides, the suspect has already confessed.
Itto said he
What is
did
there
it.
left to discuss? According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island
So
by now.
he just said he did it.
The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Itto chose to flee in
Makes
that
sense.
direction.
It does make sense. Thanks for the info.
Don't mention it. I'm just
No,
doing
that
my
makes
duty.
perfect sense why he'd go there.
Wait, Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Itto has given into his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
No, no.
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Well, we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni?
Yeah, that broke my heart. That broke my heart.
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem
No.
to recall that Arataki
They
Itto
threw
is
something he was allergic to?
beans. In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Itto. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to
So they're
incapacitate
not
him.
only cruel, they were murderous. Like throwing peanuts at someone who's allergic to peanuts. You are a attempted murderer.
If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies,
No!
perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
So unfair.
It's fine. He's the bad guy.
Oh, Paimon, no, come on. We can't think like this already, right? We're gonna make a new best friend here. That's how I look at it.
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right
Oh,
here.
do ya?
I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
But also,
Sneaky, but also thanks.
let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for Itto.
Let's go. So that was interesting having like a perspective from everyone in this place. I don't like the idea of throwing, of like to me, the thing that bullied him, the thing that bullied this poor boy, us using it to incapacitate him does not feel good. I would not like to do that. Actually, we should probably heal up before anything. You never know when the next battle will be or whatever, you know? Here is usually a good place to heal up. Yep. If you're wondering why my health is so low, I finished the Mikage Furnace mission, and I will be putting that in the video tomorrow. Because it's so isolated, I'm going to put in the video tomorrow, and then today we're going to do the Itto story quest. And we're also probably going to do another part of like the world quests in Enkyomia. It's probably a good idea then as well, or something like that tomorrow. Because I didn't realize how big that place was. I really did not realize how massive that whole location was. Okay, thank you.
Destiny has brought me
It has brought you hither.
According to Detective Sango, Itto should be somewhere around here.
Oh my god, where? Where there's a tent over here.
Hasn't mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental
True.
light?
So here's the thing, he was a part of the Vision Hunt. He was put in the Vision Hunt decree,
Let's see where they
but
lead.
at the same time he got his vision back. Is that what we're saying here?
There's a camp here, but nothing stands out.
So what I'm really excited about in this is actually seeing Itto for the first time outside of the trials, because I feel like with the trials I didn't pay enough attention to him. And like I barely even remember like most aspects of him because I was so focused on other characters, and it happens. But I'm really excited to see him now because people have said for a while that they thought it was a character I would be really into. So I'm excited to see him and his personality right now, you know?
Here. He should be just up ahead. Wait, could that be him? Is that Arataki Itto? He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Huh?
No!
Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us.
If we know like this is gonna cause like some...
It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
No way. Wait, there's a crouch button in this game? No way is there a crouch... Can I not just talk to him? I have to throw the beans at him? There's some beans.
Beans!
No. I would rather die than do that ever again. I would rather freaking die. Stop playing the happy music. We just threw something that like was traumatic towards him at him again.
Are you okay?
Poor Itto.
What should we
Really
do?
cool design, by the way.
I didn't think he'd react this
Paimon, we threw stuff that we should have done that.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. I've got it under control.
This dude got abs on his abs. This is a sick design. Look at the belt. The eyeshadow as well. Really cool design. Sick as heck. Bro, I'm sorry for throwing beans at you.
It's all right. I got this. Just
No,
gotta
you
tough it
shouldn't
out.
have to tough it out.
I can take it. I can take it.
I did not expect this. I did not expect his voice. When I saw his picture before, I thought he was going to sound like this.
Who am I kidding?
Oh, no.
I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment.
This is the worst thing I've ever done in this game. This is the worst thing. We're worse than
Need a moment. Woo. That's better.
poor boy.
That sure took a lot out of me, though.
You know what? This is worse than I can never judge Division Hunter Cree because this is worse than Division Hunter Cree. I am morally bankrupt now. It's over.
Hey, why'd you have to be so
The music's
mean,
so
huh?
nice too. It's so
Surprise
nice.
Attacking me like that.
The music, it's like listen. You know what it reminds me of? Like it's kind of like a cartoon from the 70s or something. You can never be too like a Pink Panther cartoon. You can never be too careful when dealing with a fugitive. There's plenty more beans in the back. No. Both these answers are horrible.
I get it. So you're here to bring me in. How
He's so
did
cool.
you
Look at
find me
this.
all the way out here.
He's so cool. Bro, you can go free. In fact, if you want to kill me, you can. I deserve it.
Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were
I
you.
cannot believe his voice is that. I love the way the streak goes down from his, the face paint kind of thing goes down from his, all his neck as well. And down to his body, his chest as well, his chest. Honestly, set him free.
I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any
Oh, his hair's
regular
cool at the
folks
back as
like
well.
you.
Itto, you know what? You can go free.
That's pretty big talk considering all
Paimon,
the
stop
beans
it! Stop it now! You're the one by the robberies and missing people, aren't you?
Yep, that's right. Me. All by myself. Nobody else.
So he admitted to it, so he's always trying to protect someone. Cool pants as well, actually. I like, sometimes I'm not a big fan of the gray that they put on some characters' outfits. But I think that if it, it works for a character, it definitely works for a character here with the red and the mixture of the red.
As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only
It's only natural.
right?
It's only natural.
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good
Oh,
more to see
God.
them again. Easy picking.
You know, everyone needs a hobby. What even? Were you made in a lab? Like, what the?
And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And his earrings. Jesus, this is a great design. This is a really good design. It's a beautiful design. At least you're honest.
Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop
Oh, the
wasting
nails
everybody's
as
time.
well. This is a top tier design. This is S tier.
No way, mister. We've accepted a commission to bring you back.
Yeah, and we only gonna bring you back if you want to come back.
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Jesus, okay.
Well, mostly he took the commission to bring you back.
I love 5-1.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case,
I'll let it drop.
Uncle Itto!
Uncle Itto.
Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
Granny Oni.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today. Come on, you promised.
This chapter's whole story started with a beetle fight. So he has a little nephew.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So just give Uncle Itto a little more time, okay?
He is all over the place. It sounds like he's so like it definitely explains a lot the way people were describing him. His mind seems like it's going 100 miles per hour.
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Yeah, we're buddies. We're roommates.
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Itto has.
What are you
No, we go along with it. Let's go along with it.
Come on, just
Shibbity boppa.
Get the kid out of this.
Yeah, we don't involve the kid for sure.
Uncle Itto, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall
And kids are
over.
honest, man. Kids will be right honest to your face, you know?
That's because Uncle Itto bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
They're really cool. Really cool color as well.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
I mean, yeah, we had no idea that he would be this caring. The vibe I get from already is like this sweetheart who's pretty tough, who probably is so out there and so forward in terms of like his actions for his own good.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Everyone needs a hobby. Paimon's
I
always like gives a very big mother energy, isn't she? Like always.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel.
That's fair enough. Look at his like. How do you get a chest like this? Like, and he's like puffing it out. He knows as well. He's puffing it out. What the like? How do you do this? Like that seems like because it seems natural as well. Like it doesn't seem like it's. It seems like he was like born. Like.
If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City and
Cool boots
you
as
won't
well.
hear a peep out of me. Why? Because I'm an Oni of my word.
True. I could definitely feel that vibe off you. Yeah, like I don't know, man. This is like the like here's the thing. This is the type of muscle that's good, right? Like never a massive fan of gigantic big beefy boys, but
I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
sure.
What should we do? There is the kid to consider.
Paimon, the way I see it, we've given so much leeway to so many people. You know what I mean? Like that have done way less. Sorry, way more in terms of like what could be considered bad in this world. So I'm more than okay with giving him a deal.
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but
Laugh.
first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a winner yet, so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
And he's like the way he's like constantly making fun. He's constantly joking. His eyebrows as well. Some people kill for these eyebrows. Man, this is kind of exciting. This is a really fun character. And you guys want to get distracted by his horns. Filthy baby gangsters.
By the way, Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way. The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back.
I watched people playing them as a kid. I think it's a much nicer way of yeah.
Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay?
Oh
There's
god,
way
it
more
is a
to
kid's
it than
game,
that.
isn't it? That's a cool design in the jacket as well. There's such a really cool design to this character, and he's like puts the sleeves out through the back instead. Like they're not just destroyed. Maybe they aren't sleeves; they're just like a part of it. But yeah, it's a really cool design. I can't get over the nails.
I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game over.
The voice actor for this character is so freaking good. Is so freaking good.
Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to. I'll show you all you need to know.
But we're not the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
But like, we could play though. We could play. That might be fun. I can't. I'm trying to put my. Like, I'm trying to think of the voice as well because it sounds really, really familiar.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. I'll make you a beetle expert in no time.
What? Who's that voice? That's so familiar.
And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. We have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
I'm trying to close my eyes here as he's talking. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so he's not the sharpest horn on the Oni.
No, he's doing good.
Okay, let me see.
Let me see. It's Ryuji. Persona 5. It's Max Middleman. It's Max Middleman. I was like, why does this voice seem so familiar? It's Max Middleman, right? If I'm wrong, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure that's the voice of Ryuji, Max Middleman. Fantastic voice actor. 100% the person you get to play a character like this. Like, they could not have made a better choice than Max Middleman to play this character.
Ah, there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom moral we're gonna find some major league Oni Kabuto hiding out there.
Yeah, it's like the perfect voice actor for this character. Absolutely perfection. Okay, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna feel very silly, but still, oh, it's part of the story.
Just our luck. Well, hopefully that'll scare all the wimpy beetles away and leave the tough one. Oh, darn it, they're all gone. Let's hop down from here and take a look. My gut's telling me that there's a king-size beetle just below. Beefy Beetle King, here we come! Look, you see all those purple things?
Yeah?
It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto.
You sure?
Now that's what I'm talking
Is it
about.
not a bunch of fruit?
Huh? Oh, what the... Ah, no, not lavender
The voice
melons.
acting's so good.
Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches.
There's one, right? We got a bunch of them, though. We got like 12 of them, but they're probably dead at this point.
See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Oni Kabuto.
Oh my god, how did I not like realize like yeah, that's Max Middleman from the start? I think it's just I was distracted by the design, but like for sure, it seems a bit different from the others.
Yeah, it's on the smaller side, but size isn't everything in a beetle fight.
True. It's not the size of the beetle, it's the size of your horns. But you said earlier the size matters. Heck yeah, bro.
Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller
It's what he-
beetles
it's
lack
what he
in
does with it.
strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes.
I feel I'd love to hang out with this guy. Like, the energy is so nice.
Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? Young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent.
Okay. And that's actually big. It is a big beefy beetle.
Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Oni Kabuto was spawned to be a champion.
Wait a sec. Where's Paimon? Where's Paimon?
Right here! Look what Paimon
Oh my gosh, she's like waving over the rock.
If we're gonna battle some beetles, then Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew us
Oh my
somewhere
god.
else nearby and found this
That's like if like your son asked for a Beetle and you found one that had like the race car flames on it.
What do you think, Itto? Big and strong and looks like a real fighter. It matches everything you said about a good fighter, Beetle.
Again, just praising the voice acting in this game. Like Paimon's voice actor has gotten better and better each story.
Bet the one you guys found must be way bigger.
Oh, you got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
The fact that, by the way, like I was already like a bit smitten with this character. The fact that it's Max Middleman doing the voice is like, it just means that this character I will be protecting for the rest of my life and will never let anything happen to them, and I will defend them regardless of any opinions. It's over. It's over, guys. I'm sorry.
Nope. This is the first one Paimon's ever caught.
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time. I mean, not as good as me, but but still.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one. This time, I'm gonna
Well, he
win
never won
for
rock paper
sure.
scissors either before, so it kind of makes sense that he's never won this before either.
Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented, passionate, but it's no guarantee that things will go their way.
Very true. That's actually a very like profound thing to say. There's so many people that are talented, but not everything just like goes their way all the time.
So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up
Jesus
nicely,
Christ.
actually. It's coincidence.
Coincidence, yeah, but like also, you know, preparation like means that you can remove coincidence. Gee, like look at like, what's happening here? Like I don't get it. Like this character's so pretty.
As in pure luck?
Okay.
Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not then. Might as well just...
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Let's not
I
do
love
anything
him.
rash here.
I freaking love him. I thought smaller beetles know a bunch of sick moves.
I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a
He's
try.
so determined to
True
beat his
warrior
little
never
nephew
leaves
as well.
a good beetle behind.
Max Middleman also does the voice of a few other characters. Like I believe in the dub of Mob Psycho, he plays Ritsu as well, and he's also in a game series I love, Trails of Cold Steel. He's like, what's that character's name? It's like with the fire, McBurn, I think his name is, which is always like I never liked the name, but like he does play him as well. So like he does play a lot of characters from things that I love.
Anyway, time to head back and get this show
Brother.
started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
Yeah, psyched to beat a child at a game. You know what? I get it. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh with some of my younger cousins, and you know you have to let them win for like a long time.
Time to go.
And then like there's that time then like when they like get a little bit older and you're like, well, they're not gonna get any better if I just like let them win. So you kind of have to teach them how to like do a bit better. It actually turned out pretty okay, but I didn't get a satisfaction out of beating them. It was like, okay, yeah. And then you beat them, you're like, okay, now do this. Instead of having this, don't do this. Don't just put all monster cards in your deck. That doesn't make any sense. If you want to beat the people in the schoolyard, you're going to have to do something better than that. You know?
Finally, you're back. Can we start our beetle fight now?
Is this just like the best voice, like such good voice acting for these characters here? And there always is great voice acting in this game, but like I feel like just like it fits the tone of this story, and that's why we're noticing it more. It's like more excitable.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry. I'm not scared of your beetle. Go, Stripey Ghost!
Stripey Ghost,
I've got this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Nimble Ninja. This is really sweet. I did not expect this.
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
He came up with it on the spot.
Come on, you can take him, little guy.
That's right! Finish it!
Oh, no way. No way. Look at his face. He's so concentrated on it. And we're into it too. Look at Aether. Oh, moving. They're moving. They're moving. They're moving. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
No! My little nimble ninja!
Looks like
You did it.
win again.
You did the Daisuke. Don't be rubbing it in.
Dang it! Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Seems so good to me. Oh, was yeah the textile lady.
Stripey Ghost is invincible. Even Uncle Itto can't.
So you just
beat
keep
him.
Stripey Ghost with you?
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next
The music
time,
is so
I swear.
nice.
All right, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot. Maybe it'll end this losing streak of mine.
All right, go get him.
Look at the size of this one. Crimson Cyclone's a great name.
Whoa, that one looks ultra strong.
It's a beast.
But
Look at this angle.
it's still no match for you, Stripey.
With the night sky in the background too. They're doing so inventive with this whole story.
All right, little guy, use your super Paimon tornado.
Yeah, it's a real thing now. It's good. Oh, he did it.
No, I can't believe it. I lost.
Oh no.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best.
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripey Ghost.
And the way he's talking about it as
I
if
know a
like
real
he's only
Beetle
beating
trainer
Stripey
when I
Ghost and not
see
his like
one.
little nephew.
Way to kick some Beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent. Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit too.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Why don't we let Daisuke keep him?
Oh, right.
He's almost bigger than you, Paimon.
Now that the beetle fighting's over and all.
Hmm?
This is for you, Daisuke.
Huh? For me? You're really giving it to me?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Also, he's missing his friends as well, of course.
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my word. Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya? There's a good boy.
Good. The kid doesn't suspect a thing.
You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't
Oh
you?
God.
I bet you're here to capture Uncle Itto.
Yeah, he knew where he's. Kids are smarter than people give him credit for. That's just the God honest truth.
Hey, didn't I tell ya? They're my friends. In fact, they're in the gang. We're practically family.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before.
See, that's the thing. That's what people forget, man. Kids are so perceptive. They're so perceptive.
Uncle Itto didn't do anything wrong. Don't take him away.
I agree.
And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life. He's not a bad guy.
Yeah, let's talk about the story. Let's talk about what happened.
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? How should I explain? I'm a real lousy liar.
Itto, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say. Don't worry about us.
So what's been pretty interesting about like seeing Itto now? I only ever saw Itto in either a cartoon form or in like battle, so we never really got to have like a good look at what Itto is like. So it's pretty cool to see this now.
I guess. Thanks, Granny. Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me. I'll explain everything. I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, it wasn't me. Any of it. I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. And the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But it's just not worth it if someone gets hurt.
So why in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
I'm guessing it's to protect someone else.
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but
Yeah, we
it
know
all
it.
started a
We know it.
long time ago with the story of the Crimson Oni and the Blue Oni.
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that fairy tale, we've heard that one already.
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things a whole lot easier.
So, is the story from the fairy tale really true?
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The blue Oni chose exile, and the crimson Oni stayed behind. But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. It's a little thing called the cold, hard truth.
Yeah, okay.
The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place.
Look at that.
If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relationship with the humans. The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two factions. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really, you're all one family?
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to.
Okay, so that's fine. So the Blue Oni choose to exile themselves. Okay, so he paints
Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along with. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never going to get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it once and for all. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave two conditions.
What were they?
First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were also not to stand for mistreatment against themselves. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength to win respect from the humans.
Okay, so there's an idea of like integration, but not losing who they were as themselves, which is a pretty smart thing to do, I think, if you want to integrate, but also like keep your the spirit of who you are. Look at this guy here. Yeah, look at this guy.
In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride.
I see.
After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually, they disappeared altogether. Since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the Blue Oni clan had actually survived.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the Blue Oni?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept.
Okay, because they value their own pride.
Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for the future of all Oni. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people, period.
Yeah, and like I get that vibe from like he's not a bad dude for sure at all.
My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any evidence.
So you're trying to buy more time?
That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught them by now.
But what does Daisuke have to do with any
Oh,
of
they're having a
this?
chat in the background.
You said that you saved him so he knows your story, right?
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again.
Honestly, like I don't really mind that he lied to us, really.
I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else.
Yep.
There's more to this than just one blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get anyone else caught up in this mess. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me
No,
back
man,
to
I
Inazuma
got
City,
you.
I'm going to fight you with
I
all
got
I've
you.
got. But if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the blue Oni, I'll turn the both of us
Man,
in.
honestly, like, you don't even have to turn yourself in. I'll help you.
Yep, Paimon too.
The real culprit must be brought to justice.
Just treat it like we're here to keep an eye on you.
So, you... all right.
Oh, man.
I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. These two fine folks, they're just out here in the pursuit of truth and justice, man. We are gonna get along just great.
I love it. Because he's just like, he's definitely surprised. He's definitely surprised, but he's
I
like,
should
you know
tell
what?
you, though,
Buttering us up a
things
little bit.
could get a little dangerous, so be ready for anything. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Don't worry about us. We're seasoned adventurers.
All right, then our first job is to investigate where this blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figure we can start by talking to him.
Let's go. Man, like, really cool character. Like I said, like, it's so different seeing a character in, like, up close in the story when they're doing different angles, they're having the voice, you see their personality, versus when you see them in a trial, when I feel like you're kind of, like, noticing, especially when I did the Itto trial, I very much think at the time with the Itto trial, I was focusing on other characters. Was that the Kazuha trial for Itto? I think it was, wasn't it? I forget who else was in that trial, because definitely what happens is with me in trials is that I will focus on one character versus the other sometimes. Now, this current one, I was like, okay, let's focus on both of them more than anything, you know? But I feel like my whole thing tends to be that I like, will kind of like, not neglect, and it's not disrespecting, it's just like I have one character that I'm focusing on, that's who we're focusing on. I think even you guys at the time were like, no, dude, like, you should focus more on Itto. And I remember even you guys commenting that. Yeah, up close, like, just one of the prettiest characters I've ever seen in my life. I think what changes it for me as well is that he's not, like, because I thought he was going to be like a big, like, you know, hey, Itto, which wouldn't have been bad. We would have had a lot of fun with him. But I think it's so sweet that he has, like, that his personality attached to him now. And then, like, also just, like, just being completely honest, like, the angles that they put on him here in the story quest and getting to see all his character up close, just really, really, really pretty stuff.
Yo, you must be Masato.
An Oni.
Oh, not another one,
no,
yeah.
Not another one.
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so...
I didn't see
chill.
some.
I contacted you before, remember? I need your help.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident. So anyway, here's what happened. I was just out transporting some goods when a group of Ronin suddenly attacked me. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way. But this time was different. They weren't willing to talk things over. Instead, they took my things and they started coming for me.
Huh? That's totally uncalled for.
I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for and that my business is our only livelihood.
Right.
Then I saw that there was an Oni among the group. I thought he was going to be the one to finish me off. But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go.
There we go. And again, it's someone who's, I guess people who understand prejudice in their lives usually, like, can understand other people feeling, like, a little bit scared and, you know, backed into a corner.
Yeah, that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure to retaliate if they released me. But the young Oni was insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated. I thought they were going to come to blows. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe. I never want to set foot outside of here again.
It's kind of scary. Kind of scary.
He'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of standards. Did he say why they were robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? What else could they have wanted with me? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was, the goods are worth more than the merchant's life. Or something like that.
Okay.
Ugh, that idiot Oni.
Look at the eyes.
Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But I think they're pretty active in the Tatarasuna area. You aren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it. There are too many of them, and they're all heavily armed.
Man, that's like we've had tough battles in this game. We're okay with it, you know?
Don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole laundry list of scores to settle with them.
Let's go.
If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach sooner or later.
I love that as well, like, you know, he is a very funny character, but when he needs to be in business, he's in business. You know what I mean? It's like actually pretty cool to have him like that. So it's not just like this character you can just make fun of, whatever. Oh my god, we're going here. We're back. Hey, Xavier, we're back already at the Bakagi Furnace.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit.
Yeah, like, man, it's so interesting how, like, seeing someone in a story is so different. Because, like, even, like, when we got Ningguang, remember, in the trial, it's so different. Like, I think talking to a character in the story itself and getting to see them in the story itself versus a trial where you're not really focusing on them. Because, like, I'm in love with this guy now, man. He's so cool. Like, he's so cool. Look at all this new stuff we got. Look at that. That's for you. So I'm actually, like, pretty happy we got to do this story. Especially since I can tell it's going to get a little bit deeper as we're going into it.
They gotta pass through here sometime. Let's just hang tight for a while.
Like, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up any time now.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we better be prepared.
We have what I believe is our most powerful team, but I could be wrong. I have a lot of very powerful characters, in fairness.
Oh, here they come!
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns.
It's a blue Oni.
All right, it's go time. Let's get him.
I mean, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. We're playing as Itto as well. Okay, so Itto is, I believe... Oh, look at the sword as well. So this is the thing. This is my... I feel like I know we have to help someone out here, but look at this. I just want to see the moveset for a second here. I feel like I didn't get to focus on him as much because we were kind of distracted with another character. So this is me kind of like making up for that as well, you know? For myself, too. Look at the way he sticks the sword in the ground. If I remember... Oh, look at the... What, is he dancing? If I remember correctly with the talents, this move here, it will remain on the field and support in the following ways. Taunts surrounding the opponents and draws their attacks, which is cool. Inherits HP present on the Arataki Itto's HP. When using Ushi takes damage, Arataki gains 1 stack of super strength, superlative super strength. Only 1 stack can be gained every 2 seconds. Ushi will flee when his HP is 0 or duration ends. It will grant Arataki Itto 1 stack of superlative strength. Okay, so it's also a target, which is really cool, and also adds like superlative strength. So this move is like his you know, big one. Time to show him the might of the Arataki gang. For the time, Itto lets out his inner raging Oni King, wielding his Oni King's Kanabu in battle. This state has the following special properties. Converts Itto's normal charge and plunging attack damage to geo damage. This cannot be overridden. Increases Itto's normal attack speed, also increases attack based on his defense. On hit, the first and third strike of his attack combo will each grant Arataki 1 stack of superlative strength. Decrease Itto's elemental and physical resistance by 20%. Okay, so he becomes kind of like it's somewhat of a glass cannon. Somewhat, not really, but somewhat of a glass cannon. Interesting, okay. Is it you guys?
Looks like you fellas aren't going down without.
Well, he's not as tall as I thought, but still he's pretty tall.
Fight first, talk later.
So this is supposed to draw their attacks? Yes. So what's like... So if we go... So, okay, and it didn't have a lot of strength there.
One with nature.
He has a lot of physical attack strength. Like a whole hell of a lot of it.
How's this? Attaboy!
What's the special? Oh my! That sounds actually so fast. Look at this. That's a really good like
How's this?
strong attack or charge attack as it's called.
To the fairy.
Like look at this.
How's this?
That's a really fun charge attack. Talk with the blue Oni. This is a big deal, man. This is from a
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Itto, descendant of the Crimson
his
Oni.
outfit as well.
I know who you are.
Huh?
From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is one of self-sacrifice. But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way. But you don't even care, do you?
Oh, is he saying that like the blue Oni get the short end of the stick here?
Because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
Holy hell, sick design as well.
No, you're wrong. I never knew the Blue Oni had survived to this day, and the moment I found out, I was determined that I would find you. Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share as Oni. So my question is, how could a proud Oni like yourself go and abuse the weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore all those years ago?
It's interesting because like I guess we're gonna have to like look at it from their perspective as well. Like throughout all the stories we've heard about the blue Oni, they have made it easier for the red Oni to live, I guess, as well, you know?
Huh? What's so funny?
Who are you to talk about pride and oaths with me? The Blue Oni gave up everything, just so the Crimson Oni could live peacefully
Yeah.
in human society.
Yeah, like 100%.
But let me ask you, Arataki Itto, what exactly do you contribute to human society?
Being pretty hot maybe, but like honestly, like he's kind of like, you know, not to downplay anything that's happening here, you know what I mean? Like it can totally like be disheartening to have to like, especially if you're part of a younger generation of Oni who like doesn't really adhere to the parts of society that are like the parts of your clan that came before you know what I mean? Because I think you might look at like, why are we doing this? Why the hell will we do this?
You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real
Oh, don't do that.
A laughing stock of the town. And worse still, you let them get your vision during the Vision Hunt decree. Protecting the Oni pride?
Wow.
You wouldn't know how if you tried.
So he looks at him kind of like as like a disgrace to, oh my god.
You're a disgrace to
Yeah.
the Oni kind.
Hey, come on. None of that stuff's a big deal. I mean, you're really hanging me out to dry here.
It's a big
man.
deal to this guy though. It's a big deal to this guy.
Since when do you care what other people think? You just do whatever you want. It's not like anyone can stop you.
Because of how, oh no, yeah, like again, like it's so difficult to have to hear. It's like it's almost facing yourself in like a mirror in a way.
But do you have any idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society? We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no stable source of food,
Man, that's tough. It's tough.
no clothing, no medicine, nothing. Besides the oath we swore to uphold in our so-called Oni pride, we had nothing.
So, that's why you joined a band of thieves?
That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family and friends? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I want to live. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease
Yeah,
their
you have to look
pain.
at this from this perspective too, right? It's like they're seeing that the benefits are like not as good for like they're seeing him kind of like being, you know, playing rock paper scissors in the streets and having fun and eating sweets, and even now he's playing Beetle, you know, fights with his nephew.
That's what matters most to me.
You don't need to go to such extremes. That doesn't actually solve the root of the problem. I mean, get you accepted in society is what we need.
Yeah, and besides, the Blue Oni sacrificed themselves so that Oni could be accepted as part of human society. If people see Oni causing trouble again, then that'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice you made.
You make a good point. But Arataki Itto's the one who needs to get that into his thick skull.
Oh, so he's saying, well, he's the one who's doing all this stuff that makes the Oni look bad. In a way that we talk to people in town, we're like, well, that's what the Oni do, right?
The blue Oni are the bad guys, so we're expected to do bad things. Our actions won't tarnish the reputation of the Crimson
He's not wrong.
Oni. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the blame for himself, completely destroying the trust between humans and the Crimson Oni in the process. He's the one that wasted the sacrifice we made.
Huh? Well, I only had to do that because of you. I couldn't just stand back and let the Tenryo Commission drag you away.
You should get your priorities straight. The blue Oni are history, all right? Forget about us. The Crimson Oni are the ones who must live on. Why couldn't you have just stayed out of this?
So he's saying that even though, what he's saying is like, yeah, we're stealing stuff, but also at the same time, if you get involved in this, it's going to make all this like not worthwhile. You know what I mean? We're doing this because we're already considered bad.
There they are. Seize them.
Oh God.
Oh no, it's the Tenryo Commission!
Itto, you ready?
Forget it. This was a waste of time anyway. Look, I don't expect you to understand me, but you could at least take a look.
This is
in
what
the
I was
mirror
saying.
sometime.
This is what he wants him to do.
Hey!
Hey, they're smiling.
Get away! Uh-oh, we need to get out of here too!
They've got us surrounded by him and we got to fight.
We can't get caught here. Looks like I'm up to bat. Just wait here and we'll escape together when the time's
Heck
right.
yeah.
Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryo Commission.
I don't care, man.
Or they'll be after you too.
I appreciate it. Very nice. I'll have the Tenryo Commission going after me. No problem. No problem.
Battle formation.
Oh, we're only playing as Itto anyway. Holy hell. Like, this is, again, to me, this is kind of like, once again, there's kind of this element of self-sacrifice from Itto's side of things now. Even though he wasn't doing it before. You know, he tried to sacrifice himself so the Blue Onis wouldn't get blamed for this. He's now trying to sacrifice himself so that we're not implicated in this either. And I think that's actually like a really sweet thing to do. Like, it's super sweet.
Let's roll. I must get them.
Look at this. Oh my god. So I think that the charge attack look is really cool. I honestly think the charge attack is something we should do more of with this character. And for most characters, in fairness.
Can't catch me.
Soldiers, quick!
He's like, please, come here! Help!
I won't forget this.
Oh, Kazuo helped as well, so.
Man, they really came out in force today. I'm kind of flattered the Tenryo Commission sent so many. But I still haven't completely recovered from the bean attack earlier.
Oh my god, I feel terrible, I'm
starting to lose
sorry!
my edge here.
Why don't you let us explain the situation to them?
No way. All that would do is send them after our Blue Oni friend instead. But I have to settle things with him first. Man
Yeah,
to
he
man.
is. Again, he has a very like honorable stance about him.
Then what should we do? The Tenryo Commission's about to arrest you!
No choice but to keep kicking some Tenryo butt.
Oh my god, look at this angle!
Hey, boss. Thought you'd have all the fun without
What?
us. Granny Oni sent us. We're here to lend a
Oh my
hand.
god, look at these guys!
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down.
Oh,
Now's your
sick.
chance. Go! Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in
Cool
it
hats,
now.
guys.
Come on, there's no time. Go, do what you gotta do, boss.
That's so sweet.
All right then. Watch yourselves. As soon as I'm done, I'm coming
So
back
the big
for you.
theme
Come
of
on,
this
you two.
story
Time to roll.
is self-sacrifice. That's the big theme of this entire story is a sacrifice.
Don't let them get away. After them.
Hey, you guys want some of this? There's
Stop
plenty
clapping.
to go around.
What an angle!
Run for it, boss.
It's not promising when they point one weapon at you and you all cover your faces. It's not promising.
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting Getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys.
Sorry, I'm going over here to get these. I'm sorry.
We've got some footprints to follow. Let's find.
You shouldn't feel bad though, because man, like.
It was real touching and all what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Hey, it takes Mora to run a gang, okay? They're all I've got.
I didn't really mean to skip that. I tried to go into the menu to get this. Search for his trail?
Huh.
Oh, here we go.
Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here? A wrecked cart and some goods.
Here we go.
Look alive, we've got company.
Oh, so we can't use him right now, but like we can still do this. This is gonna be crazy. Look at this.
The wind knows me.
So good. I didn't mean to press that button, but hey, we pressed it.
Seems they definitely don't want us going any
It worked.
further. Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead.
Man, this is so cool. Like it's such a cool story because again, like it would start off really fun loving. They told us a beautiful story, and I think that the theme of this is sacrifice.
Huh. Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life here too. Must be.
I don't mean to keep skipping his poor dialogue.
Yes. All right. I think we just found their hideout. This is going to be where they keep all the people they took.
Paimon thinks Takuya's probably in there as well.
Before we go in, I have a question.
Huh? Fire away.
Did we really understand where Takuya was coming from?
Of course I did. Come on, I'm not that dumb. But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think his ideas are actually gonna work. So I'm here to save him no matter what.
That's good to hear.
Huh? What were you two talking about? Are you
I mean, I'll tell you
keeping
everything.
in the dark
You
again?
can, whatever you need to know, you know.
Let's go.
Whatever you need to know, I'll let you know. So is this okay, so there's the Vagrant Hideout. Man, I'm actually pretty interested to see what this, because so far the domains have been looking absolutely beautiful. I'm really excited to see what this looks like. Oh, it's so coarse. Yeah, it's more one. I love the way the Inazuma areas look now.
This place is huge. Pretty fancy for a hideout.
All acquired by less than legitimate means, no doubt. And all the more reason we gotta put an
You know what I mean? Like, I love the way these Inazuma domains have been looking. They look just like, because again, they fit each location they're in, right? They change depending on the location, which I think is always pretty good. We're gonna use Itto as much as we can as we're going through this. But this is like more run down than the dungeons we were in before in Inazuma, which makes sense because it's more of an amateur area. Hello. Look at that!
There. We can't go up if we can't reach them.
No problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's
Okay.
for.
Actually, start off with this.
How's this?
How's this? Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Let's go. No, let's do it normally. I like those mechanics.
See? What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
So we have to go upstairs instead of going over here, but I guess there's a chest over here, so we might as well go get it, right?
It's my lucky day.
So, oh my, look at everyone has their like little powers.
Somewhere?
Everyone come in at once. Stop separating.
Adventure
Come in together. I have something to show you guys.
As one with wind and cloud, one with nature.
Look, that's so cool the way it's like an image, like a, what would you say, like a, oh. Wait, were we supposed to go here? I mean, we'll take it, right? Because we have to get these, oh, we could have shut this down as well. Look how powerful our team is that we didn't need to shut it down. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't even a need to shut it down. Oh. Okay. So we had to do that. I didn't even realize. Yeah. Yeah, I think I for sure. No, like here's the thing. I'm not gonna say underestimate because I feel like that's unfair on me as well to be like, oh, I underestimated, because that's not what happened. What happened was, I wasn't as interested in this character as I was with the other character at the time, which I think is it's perfectly okay for that to happen. Like, not everyone's gonna be like, and especially like when you're so hyper focused on one character, it can kind of get to the point where you're like, you know, it's hard to like notice all the other characters in the room as well. It's happened several times in this game, 100%. And I think that's okay. I think it's 100% okay. Ah! Help! Help! You know what I mean? I feel like it's 100% okay. So what would be over here? Is there anything? It looks like there's something else here though. Honestly? Okay, let's just go. Kazo, what's happening? I'm looking for time and space. Are we looking here? Oh, it's over here. Okay. So yeah, everyone. Actually, having everyone like zone in on this if they can. Actually, pretty freaking cool because then we can do this.
All right, let's get him out of here.
And then this.
Let's light it up.
Let's roll.
And then gather them all together.
One with nature.
You know what I mean? Not bad. Not a bad team. Having Itto on the team, you free everyone inside. Okay, cool. I mean, they did kidnap people. That's the thing. We have to stop them.
All right, you're all free to go now. Quick, get to safety.
Sorry, but have you seen our little boy?
Oh no.
We're awfully worried about him.
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
But... Oh, my little Daisuke.
Oh, you must be Daisuke's parents.
Yes, that's right. Have you seen him? Where is he? Is he all right?
Don't worry, he's safe and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where on the map.
That's actually pretty. So he just calls him uncle, as in like, that's really
He's been
cool.
worried about you. I bet he'll be relieved.
Man,
to
he
see you.
helped him out so much.
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you, thank you.
He's the one you should be thanking.
No, please, no. No need to thank me. It's my pleasure, really. It's just who I am. It's what I do.
Yeah, he's just so perfect. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm getting lightheaded looking at him sometimes.
Before you go calling me a hero, let me ask you this. Wouldn't any other self-respecting guy who saw another person in danger have done the exact same thing?
Really? Just one
Let it go to his head.
and it goes
Let it go to his
straight
head.
to his
Let it go to his head.
These vagrants are insatiable. They'll do anything for money. No one dares stand up to them for fear of what they might do.
Would they really do anything drastic?
No, actually, because one of the guys, the one with Oni horns on his head, has always shielded us so far.
Right, so they're trying to show that the Oni are actually like the most respectable people out of all these bunches here.
Oh, in fact, his horns look just like the ones this guy has.
At night, he would secretly bring us food.
Oh,
and
okay,
water.
yeah.
I don't understand what he was trying to do. Are you a friend of his? Or perhaps a relative?
Relative.
I love he's just like, just avoid all conversation here with this, you know?
Oh, maybe there's something secretly troubling him. He seemed different from the rest of the gang. They seem like heartless crooks, but I'd say he comes across more like a confused child who made some poor choices.
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and I'm here to point him in the right direction.
That's a nice way to put it. That's a really nice way to put it.
I'm glad to hear that. He's lucky to have family like you.
He can straighten out me when he's done. Guys, this is the end of the channel. We're ending the
Don't
channel
worry.
now.
He'll be in my trusty hands. I'll help him see the light. Anyway, you should scram. It's still not safe here.
Yes, thanks again. You've rescued our entire family. We are indebted to you.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool story so far. Wait, so we got a chest here.
Huh.
But it's not over.
Made some poor choices.
We just set them free.
Anyway, let's get going while we still have time.
And that raises the level up, I guess? Yeah, so how do we get there from there then? By changing the course of the over here? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. I could be wrong. It could be another way of looking at this too.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Oh, we can't. I forgot we can't walk on those platforms because domains, like, they play by different rules. So let's just go back down. Yeah, they play by different rules here. So is there another thing we can pull? Well, it's pointing towards up here. Huh. Maybe over here? No, this looks like it's the area you were in before. Shot doesn't do anything. Unless we can
One with nature.
move this again and it moves to the side, maybe? No, that wouldn't. Oh no, that's exactly what we have to do. Okay, cool. How do we get back over there then?
Into the wind.
Previously we had a lot of it. Oh no, we just okay. We almost fell through again. Door resurrection activated. Oh my god, they're all like electrified. We're gonna turn this off as well, just like, you know, just to have it. You guys ready?
Time to go. Say no more. The wind knows me.
And actually, take a look at this, guys. What you think of that? Take a look at that.
There's more.
Yeah, it's a bit of a little cow.
No, my sword.
And then we can, like, again, I want to continue to use Itto as much as we can. Is this the leader? You the leader? I'm the leader. Okay, you don't mind if I use a little bit of Kazuha?
Adorn my knights, one with nature.
Then use a little bit. Actually, a buff and Itto's move? Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Bet you think you've won, don't ya? So naive. This is my home turf.
I like how they use ordinary enemies as well as sometimes as like the super villains.
I'll let you in on a little secret. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. What makes it so special is that if you tear one piece, the other piece starts tearing too.
He's not agreeing with this.
Newsflash, don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
You better stay where you are and let me finish. Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for? I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of the mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah, the whole hideout is rigged with explosives and ready to
Look at this
blow.
angle as well.
What? You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route.
And this is the opposite of self-sacrifice.
You're gonna be buried deep among the
There's a
rubble.
reason why they're having this character. This is the complete opposite of what every other character's been doing in the stories thus far.
You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye. My paper charm.
Oh,
Where's
did he
my
take
paper
it?
charm?
Did he take it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He
Are you
did.
looking
He
for
did.
this?
Very cool.
Yes, that's it. But when did you?
I snatched it earlier to stop you from doing anything hasty.
Why, you... And now you're going to betray me?
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already
There you
betrayed
go.
our
There you go.
agreement, No?
Just give it here.
You done talking now? Huh? You sure? Great, because I'm done listening. Yeah!
And off camera, like, wait. Oh my god. What was that? Did you
Great
punch him
work,
between the
Takuya.
eyes?
You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
Yeah, he's still not feeling it, man. This
I
isn't.
said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Hey, okay. Fine. Just calm down. What are you doing?
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself. Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place now. Take everyone here and get out!
So again, he's still trying to keep everyone at a distance as well, because he's still trying to uphold the self-sacrifice while also trying to make it a little bit beneficial for himself, and he doesn't want them to know that it's still a self-sacrifice.
You won't go through with it. If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep. This is actually very smart, Itto.
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! Just get out of here! This sacrifice is mine to make. Mine alone! Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
No one needs to sacrifice themselves.
Alright, then you tell me. What am I supposed to do? I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice can restore my pride now.
So that's the thing. It's this upholding of these oaths that are like kind of like implemented. And we saw that like in Inazuma, there's still a societal pressure there because there's still people who are like talking about the story of how the blue Oni are bad and the red Oni are good and all this stuff. And there's still that pressure there.
I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow Oni. I was
Look
ready
at
to die
that
from the very
transition.
beginning. This is between us blue Oni. But you... If it wasn't for you, everything would have worked out perfectly.
They're here. We won't let them slip away this time.
Oh, they followed us all the way in here?
Oh, there's nowhere else to run!
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for. I did it. I'm behind everything.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Arataki
It's actually kind of
Itto is
sad.
innocent. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure you can tell who the criminal is here.
Huh? It's like he's trying to reenact the fairy tale, sacrificing himself for the Crimson Oni.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking
Oh
about.
my god, he's gonna like...
It's me you've been
yeah.
looking for, and here I am. How are you ever gonna report back without capturing me?
Stop fooling around, Itto.
Listen, Takuya, sacrificing yourself won't solve anything.
Yeah, and he's trying to like break this chain of the self-sacrifice as well, because obviously like, you know, again, like we said, he had to put a mirror to himself and be like, well, look what I'm doing. Like, this is like, if this is making the Oni look bad already, you know, because some people have that opinion of them.
Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni, and giving up your life isn't gonna make theirs any longer.
True.
Sacrificing yourself is one way to escape your fate, but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself. Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh? Well, this is the coward's way out. Don't let your sacrifice stain our Oni pride.
This is a good way of putting it, man. Look at this. Especially having the two of them. Like, this means so much to the both of them now, you know?
The blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning.
Heck yeah.
We've made mistakes, but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well, then let's tear it up and start over.
That's so freaking cool. It's like, hey, like, who cares about all this fate and sacrifice and tradition? Let's just do what we do. Let's just be, like, good people.
But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all
Yep.
that self-sacrifice
There it is.
stuff. Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya!
He... Oh, wait. What's happening? No, don't do it, though. Don't do it. Oh, no! Takuya! I was not expecting this cutscene here like this. No! Run. Everyone run. Holy hell, I thought... No! Oh, no, run! Run!
I'll take care of this.
No way.
There are still people in danger.
Oh my
Go,
god, the
help
music!
them.
The music! What
Hey,
the hell?
I got this.
Come on, Itto. We have to run. Oh, don't just stand there, the music. Itto, come on. Oh my god, like pushing a rock
Forget
out of the
about
way.
me. Just go! It's what I deserve!
No, it's not, it's not.
Shut up, would ya?
Yeah, shut up. This is so sick. Itto. He's not gonna punch a rock. He punched a freaking boulder. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That was so freaking cool. That's a music track I never thought I'd hear in this game.
We managed to save everyone.
But I'm into it. That was so cool. Itto was the freaking best.
What about Itto and Takuya? Paimon hopes they're alright.
Itto said he could take care of it, and I trust him so freaking much. I trust this man with my life now. It's Taki, there he is. Look at that. This is the best possible ending.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Dude, you punched a boulder.
What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I?
And it was sick as heck.
I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry about that. I'm just happy you made it out alive.
Why would you do this for me? I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're Oni, that's why. We share the same blood, brother. Our parents and their parents before them never taught us that it was okay to abandon family in need.
Yep. There we go. This has been my stomach is like turning just how exhilarating that was. Like I was like nearly hopping out of my chair.
I just wish you'd come to find me sooner. If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for help. I never would have dreamed.
Yeah,
of
I can
turning
tell you
away.
wouldn't have either. I can tell.
The Blue Oni disappeared so that they wouldn't bring trouble to the Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help, wouldn't that just undo everything the Blue Oni have done?
Not to me. I've always respected the Blue Oni for their sacrifice. Nothing they did was in vain.
Yeah. I don't know. This is like pretty sweet that he's doing this now as well, and it actually like means it must mean a lot to them, to both of them.
It's only because of them that we have survived to see today and built a world where Oni and humans can live side by side.
Yeah.
Honestly, everything that I have now, I owe to the Blue Oni.
Yep.
And let me tell you, the Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your horns.
I agree. There is still some prejudice there. We saw it there. They were like, well, it's just, you know, they're Oni. Of course it's going to happen eventually, like, you know, or that's just how Oni act, like, you know, or that's how some people see it. But here's the thing. I think that a lot of people will be more accepting, especially after what happened with the Vision Hunt decree. And also, I think most people will be like, man, he's so cool, like, fighting back against the Vision Hunt decree. Also, in this, that I find pretty good about the story here between these two characters is that Itto has been living this like life of like fun and not lavish lifestyle, but he's been playing rock, paper, scissors. He's been playing Beetle fights. He's been eating food and having a load of fun in the streets. And this is all because of the Blue Oni, and I'm glad he doesn't take it for granted.
You say all that, but in spite of everything, you're barely getting by.
That's just
Yeah, and he
how
likes
I
that,
roll,
man. He's having fun.
You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. And Mamoru? Well, he's colorblind.
It's all these little things about them.
Even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some way, but we don't care.
That's super sweet. That is super
Want to
sweet.
talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
And I like that he described different things about them that were like separate from being Oni. You know what I mean? That it doesn't make, like, yes, there are part of them that's Oni is really important to them, but like they have parts of them that aren't, you know, Oni that are also important too.
But
it doesn't define every aspect of them.
Ah, don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our style?
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking.
You're not taking the prisoner. We will behead you right here.
Takia, Based on the findings of our investigation,
True.
I hereby announce
He did
you
do
are
that,
officially
though.
under arrest for forceful seizure of people.
He did do that.
Please, all stolen articles will be reclaimed. That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed on to your
Oh, bro,
kid.
come on. Let people steal a little bit.
No, please don't. Without those goods, they'll...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry. I'll help take care
He's
of
a
your
lot.
kid. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally make sure they never suffer again.
He may not be the brightest tool in the shed, right? Or the sharpest tool in the shed. Or the brightest bulb in the shed. Or the brightest bulb in the field. But the thing is, he's very emotionally intelligent. Itto is. And that's something that is so important. That a lot of people miss out on nowadays.
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryou Commission officers.
Where's your proof? Where's the proof?
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot
Show us the proof.
about that.
Where's your warrant?
But no worries. I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the Blue Oni.
Yeah, we've already arrested
No, no.
Oh, right, yeah.
Set the Oni free.
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryou Commission.
No, we're gonna resist them too. Let's fight them.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation?
Sure, we'll tell her everything. And you be yourself, buddy.
Thanks.
I like you a lot.
Thanks for sticking with me to the end. Once I'm out of the slammer, I'll find a way to make it
I really
all
enjoyed
up
my
to
time with you so much. No, yeah, please do.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too.
Listen here, bro, right? I know too much about the Tenryou Commission. I know what you guys have done. I know what your whole organization have done. Do you realize what I've done? I've ended the Vision Hunt decree. I know your sleazy little organization was doing stuff behind the scenes too. So you know what you can do? You can take it and shove it. You can go back to your mothers and say, sorry, ma'am, today I got told to shove it. And he was right. You're culpable. Your culpability. 10-year-old commission, more like 10-year-old commission, the way you're acting.
But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case, we won't press charges this time.
You know why you won't do that? Because I'm best buds with people in the commission. I'm best buds with with the Raiden Shogun. I'm best buds with the frickin' rebellion. I'm best buds with Toma and the Kamisato clan. There was literally, you're like, oh, we won't press charges this time. There's literally nothing you could do. I know it sounds so arrogant. There's nothing they could do. The power of friendship has made it so that I can just walk through this land and just do stuff for fun. So 10-year-old commission, go back to your homes. Tell your wives, tell your husbands, tell your partners, sorry, today I got told I can't do anything.
Sorry for the trouble.
I am not sorry. And by the way, I know that all the 10-year commission wasn't involved in all that, and they weren't all trying to like get you with the Fatui. I understand that. By the way. So before someone comments it, I definitely understand that.
Hey, wait. Unique circumstances.
Wait, so you didn't
Are
even
these
know?
guys like a big deal or something?
It's kind of refreshing to have like, you know, two characters in the game that don't know about each other beforehand. It's nothing like that.
Oh yeah, okay. cool.
You know what I mean?
Because I
This
was
is
gonna
cool.
say, you know, like I'm kind of a big deal myself.
You are. You're a very big deal. I'm gonna miss this boy.
Yeah, all right. See you next time, whenever that'll be.
Hopefully soon. That's a really sweet story. Oh look! I am an idiot. The blue and the red, the kind of purple, I guess not they're purple, but blue and red, like beetles together, they were fighting. You know what I mean? But in the end, he handed over the beetle to Daisuke. You know, I didn't even think of that. That's so smart. Oh, we have to go back to Granny Oni, of course.
Weird.
Oh.
But at least he's not a bad guy.
I thought Paimon was calling him pretty. I was like, yeah, true. Very true. Let's go back to Granny now. This was a really fun quest. This is a really fun quest. I enjoyed myself quite a bit, and it's also like, you know, pretty important. I do like the idea of looking in, taking a mirror to yourself and understanding yourself, and understanding that self-sacrifice is not always the answer.
That does sound like my Itto.
Yeah, there's the Beatles there. That's totally them two, right? That's totally the Blue Oni and the Red Oni factions together.
So, did they take Uncle Itto away?
He's just on holidays. He's just on holidays.
Yes, they did. But don't be too upset, Daisuke. We will have the chance to see him again. He and his gang may have acted recklessly, but the fact remains that he still helped us.
Yes. He also did kidnap you, so please just be careful in future and don't just trust everyone, you know? Not that they didn't trust him, you know what I mean? But yeah. I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, I knew it! Uncle Itto helped us, and he's awesome!
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Itto is a far cry from awesome. He still caused a lot
No,
of
we forgive
trouble
him.
for a lot of people.
We forgive him.
If you ask me, I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto you kids are playing with all the time. Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind heart. He's not a delinquent, but he'll never back down from a fight.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like a compliment.
Yeah.
I can't wait for
I think they're trying to.
Uncle Itto.
Yeah, I think they're trying to confirm that that's what the symbolism was with the Beetles.
Thank you, Granny, for taking care of our little boy. I hope that Itto and his friends will be released as quickly as possible.
These are really good parents. Really good parents.
Yes, you needn't worry. The officials in the Tenryou Commission will certainly exercise sound judgment.
They're gonna make sure that their boy can grow up to be a good lad, like, and appreciate people. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the way they're going about it.
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
Ah, I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. Things were looking quite dire, but now the future looks bright. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, by the way, I know that it was the Kujo clan and the Kujo clan leaders that were more doing stuff than the actual commission itself, but I just, I hope you understand what I'm saying here.
As for the blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing an old granny like myself can do,
Heck yeah.
It's caring for
Heck
others.
yeah.
Do you need our help?
No. Go on ahead. I'm sure you have other adventures beckoning.
She gets it.
Besides, once Itto is released, he'll be here to help me.
Is he always like this?
Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what makes him adorable.
Heck yeah, she gets
Wouldn't
it.
you agree?
No, he's lovely. He's absolutely lovely.
He does whatever he puts his mind to. He's sincere, brave, and determined. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. They started calling me Granny Oni. But I've never been ashamed of this name. On the contrary, I'm quite proud of it. Because Itto is my pride and joy.
That's lovely. He's my pride and joy now too.
A long time
Here we go.
ago,
Oh
in
my
a
God.
village lost to time, there lived a crimson
Oh,
Oni and a blue Oni.
so
They were
sweet.
the best of friends. The crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid.
It's so sweet. Look at the artwork is so
And
beautiful
then he
too.
left. After a long time, the crimson Oni was living happily with the humans.
Yeah.
But in his heart, he wanted to
I can't
bring
get
the
over this
blue
art.
Oni
I can't get
back
over the art.
home.
Oh,
The crimson Oni didn't know where to find the blue
he got a
Oni.
little journey.
His search took him up the highest mountains and across the
Oh my
widest rivers.
god. I have so many chills.
He found many traces of the blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The blue Oni was hiding on purpose.
Yeah. Oh, this is so sweet. I
So
would cry.
just as the blue Oni had
Oh.
once done, the crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear
Oh,
Al, I've made lots of human friends
Stop.
now. I want to have a big party for everyone.
this is so sweet.
I want all my friends to be there.
Oh
means
my
you too,
god.
Al. If you don't want to meet me, you can just
Stop.
watch from
Stop
a
it. I can't. I
distance.
can't. This is
The
so
blue Oni
sweet.
snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows.
Oh,
He saw the great feast and roaring fire.
Oh my
and
god.
longed to join in.
I need a break.
But though his stomach rumbled,
Oh no, give
the
some
blue
food.
Oni remembered the oath of old
Do I need some
and
food?
kept his distance.
Nobody saw him.
Suddenly, he jumped. The Crimson Oni was right behind him.
This is incredible.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's
I'm
time
in
everyone met my
tears.
best friend.
And that's him introducing him into this place as well. No, I'm in bits. Ooh. Tears in my eye right now after playing that. That was one of the most beautiful story quests we've done ever. Like, it was absolutely gorgeous. And getting to see that character, like, and having that reconciliation at the end. That better not be the last time we see Itto. That better not be the last time we see him. I swear to goddamn God. I swear to goddamn God above. I swear. It better not be the last time. My heart is done. I'm donezo. What do I even do now? Like,
Time to go.
this is one of those situations I have to go live my life now for the rest of the day. I got other recordings to do. I'm gonna have this in the back of my mind. If anyone could tell which episode I recorded after this, then you probably could tell. I'm like, I can't get over how good that was. The symbolism, the history, the story between two characters, the beauty of like the dialogue and like all like and how like the self-sacrifice was implemented into like how they really like made it seem like something that was actually like something that was like interesting for both parties and both clans. The way we were able to find out like the character, information at the start, it all was just it's a perfect story. It's a perfect story quest. It's how you do story quests. It's how you make story quests super interesting. And it's the best one we've done in Inazuma so far, in my opinion. It's my favorite one I've done in Inazuma so far. I'm so lucky to be able to see that. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you guys for always supporting me, and thank you guys for always being interested in my stuff. It means the absolute world to me. Tomorrow we're gonna have the end of the Xavier quest and then some other quest in Kamiya. I saw some comments saying that like, oh well, you're and like even on Twitter too, well your plans have changed now, from your list. I actually left a lot of breathing room on the list. So yeah. Thank you so much to Typhira2, Jane Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicius Felix, George Candelaria, Escud, Yul, Radish, Fruity, Anusta, Shibata Bread, Malcolm Kunde, V-Mika, and Deftron for always supporting. And let's do the thing.